Howdy peeps and peoples, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. We got a great video today. We're on the last run of this job and we are finishing up the back end. Well, actually the front end. I'm actually finishing up the front end where we started the job, right alongside on the other side of the ditch from where we started this big job. Thank goodness, we're about done with it. But I wanted to tell y'all in this video today, what I got going on is I actually get in a situation where I actually draw out on paper what I'm doing and show y'all a little bit about these stump styles, different stump styles on danger trees kind of thing, you know, push-pull trees and that sort of thing. So come on in, check it out, hope you like it.
Stevie's down there doing his thing. That's their last pile. They'll be right on my butt, so I need to get to it, get to whacking. We're going up this long narrow. This power line over here is running right with this ditch. It's going to be long and narrow, and I ran that load of logs in this morning. I probably can't get this done today. I'll probably take a short half a day tomorrow, probably a little over a third of the day is what I guess. But let me get to whacking. Let me get back to it. Got in a hurry, got to spazzing.
A couple F-bombs.
Got you, spazzing. Too much going right, trying to push production. Trying to romp through it and speed up. And that's not always the smartest way. Let me see if I can save my pudding here. Pudding, you'll be all right. Just wait a minute.
If you're wondering why this is taking so long and things don't go good here in a minute, see Roger's just now starting to get the saw loose enough. I barely got the hydraulic power to from the angle I'm at to do him any good. So we're just struggling here. Just so y'all know why it's taking so long here. And I'm trying not to do any spastic moves because I'll get Roger hurt if I do.
I got that on camera. My hero. Come out of nowhere. He knew I was in trouble and he just sensed it and come over here. I got the spaz and everything was going good and I just getting started and rolling. Didn't even look up the tree. Just went.
We're gonna have to make a cut. Put them tops down here in the ditch, get them down there.
You got to what now?
He's got a road going that way.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a big ditch over there.
Oh, I'll top it in when I cross it.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of tops there.
You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to get clean down here and then I was going to come out clean as I went.
I still got them ones, them sock tops there for Stevie.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hold the back out.
Okay.
And you stuck me on that one hickory.
Yes. Which one? The little one?
Yeah, you didn't cut it all the way off.
The one over the hill?
No, the one went up the hill.
Oh, well, why don't you just break it off your grapple?
You wouldn't break off, Stevie, that come down and cut it off. It had about that much holding all the way across.
The one that's up in the air, Huh. Huh. Your ball tiger cast. Alright, well I'm gonna try to get over here and get clean and then start this way clean. So when you start over here, I'll have it done. And you just work your way over. Chase me out of the woods.
I'm just gonna set him up here for the time being, see if he gets all up down there.
Okay.
You know, I think some more in there. If I could, I'll get all of them in.
Well, where's your skidder at? Are you close?
Back there.
You knew I was having trouble, didn't you?
I came up here to look at it. I never get time to look at it. I got all that.
That was perfect timing. Because I think, damn, I'm gonna have to cut this subuck and
You know, I have to figure out how to push it.
yeah. I was gonna have to cut this stuff, get Bruce behind it, just wad my boom up, push into it, I guess, pull my saw out. Thank you, my hero.
I'll start out here for that.
Is Big Daddy here working? Where's he at?
He went with the timber.
Oh,
Yeah, he probably be here to see.
okay. Okay. What? No way. See? That man's about killed me I don't know how many times in my life. So every once in a while I'll return the favor. The only one thing me and Roger don't have a tally on is how many times we've tried to kill each other. But betwixt the two of us, it's a wonder, it's a miracle either one of us is alive. I'll tell you one thing, I'm not gonna miss working beside that aggravating thing. Just about ready to hang her up on this job, boys. Now, see if we can get that big old poplar tree down without making that Hummer hum. Send us a jolt of electricity down here. Be like old Teddy Tot Tesla. Oh yeah, pull a little slab off the side of that thing. Daggone it. Oh, we had to wall that tree at Mark X, I would have had to spun it. It didn't hurt much, but it looks bad. Let me clean it up a bit. Gotta ride the bare arms in my barbed wire tied America. I'm gonna warn you if you try that attack America. Oh, come on, Puddin'. Tree is expensive and I don't want to put a triple hinge in it, and it's not got bad lean towards the power line, so I might thicken up his hinge and cut the sapwood out so I don't pull splinters. But big butt, I got that cherry leaning towards that, I got the sycamore leaning towards that a little, and I don't trust it. And with what's at stake, I don't trust it. So here's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to cut them trees out of the way. Don't know what else to do. Do not know what else to do. And I don't like it. I don't like that decision, but I don't know what to do about it. Don't know what to do about it. I can't get behind it to push it without cutting a bunch of that stuff out of the way. And one of them's a chinker pin. If I'd have did more homework before I started, I probably could have cut them two and maybe got that to work. But I mean, with that thing right there, I don't want to take a chance on being close to right. I want to be right. I'm gonna cut it all down. And I know I don't like it either, but I don't know what choice I got. I got an idea. We'll try this risky maneuver here. Sorry, I'm tired. I was going to say risky maneuver. Let me just take that gum out. No, I ain't got to take it. Yeah, I do need to take it out too. No, I think I can do without it. Let me see if I can do without it. I just don't want to cut anymore. This spot don't need clear cut. So every tree I cut out of this spot don't need to go. You know, except it's an absolute weed tree, which a gun pretty much is. Now what I'm betting on is I'm going to redirect this white oak tree and find something to take this out on. Get this saw blade killed down. Alright, now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to latch this up where it can sit here on autopilot. See, my jib boom's all the way back and bottomed out. So if I get this saw blade against the tree and my top against the tree, I know the tree can't go back towards the power line. Give me plenty of there. I got all the time in the world to make my decision. Let me go down there and see if I can make all that work down there. I like this better. I think this is a better forestry decision. I hated to do that other. I'm telling you, sometimes it's just a daggone struggle. But now what I'm gonna have to do is redirect that tree. All that stuff there is trash. I can smash all that down. I don't feel a bit bad about that. That tree, yeah, that's trash too. The first tree worth of hoot down there is that cherry. And I think I got room to smash these down and let that cherry be all right. None of them little chinker pins, are they? No. All that's scrub trees. That's all weed trees. It needs knocked out. Now if I can redirect this one, I got enough meat here, I think I can. wait on me, tree. Sounds like a tree don't got no patience. Right. You better wait on me. There's a power line at stake, you know. Alright, here we go. Camera, me oh my oh. On the Bicky bio. Oh yeah, I told you to wait on me. Patience is a virtue. I didn't even get my hydraulics in. Well, whatever, we'll take it. Nothing had to die, nothing had to die. It actually worked out great. I like that. Now, talk about putting English in it. I had it notched to knock down that stuff, and look where it went. And it went there because even with that backstop against it, it still went there. That step down back cut, boys. This plug right here made sure that that was going to go good. Step down back cut. I love it. Absolutely love the step down back cut. Well, that wasn't. That's a step stump. I'm sorry, I stand corrected. That's your step stump when you put a step down in there. Step down back cuts if I drop the whole tree down and saw back from the hinge. But same technique. Not the same technique. Daggone it, I'm confusing everybody. Maybe when I do the editing on this video, I'll draw a diagram of a step down back cut versus a daggone step stump.
Okay, so here's the dealio. I know I was confusing. I got too fancy pants for my own pants, I guess. So I'll explain this and make this more common for all of us to understand. Okay? Now, step down back cut is something I highly recommend to use. Oh, look at the camera, Tater. All right. Me and you eye locked. Okay, the step down back cut is something I highly recommend to use when you're pushing against a tree. Now, a step stump is used to keep a tree from splitting. If you got a hard forward leaning tree and you want to put a really thick hinge in it, and you don't want to go through the mess of making a triple hinge, which can utilize that situation, but it saves you quite a few steps if it's just a forward leaning tree and not a hard side leaning tree to do a step stump. And a step stump and a step down back cut's two totally different things. But I had a lot of stuff going on in my mind, so I was confusing, so I thought, hey, why don't I straighten it out a little bit? So here we go. All right, let me move some papers out of the way here. Y'all don't need that. And there's my phone. Let me get my phone out of there. Sneeze, I'm telling you what. Let me get this where. Oh yeah, that's almost right. Now let me get this keyboard out of the way because we ain't gonna need that. And there's wires, wires. We're wired here at largerway.com. We're wired. Okay, here we go. Let me pull this out of the way. We don't need this in the way. Ropples radiator. That's a good bunch. Oh, over here. That's a good bunch. Okay, so here we go. All right. All pink. All right, so here's two stumps. And here's your diagram. And let's do the side view. So here we go there. Here we go there. Here we go there. Here we go there. All right, so here's two trees. Now, step down back cut will look like, so here's our falling direction on both trees. The lean direction on both trees is this way. Power line is behind us, and these trees are being dicks. So we're going to take these trees, we're going to put an outside force against the tree. Now this works with an outside force. against the tree to push the tree, not a wedge, an outside force. Bear that in mind. Not for wedging. That's a whole different situation. Do not forget that. This whole thing, not for wedging. This is for pushing with a different machine to defy gravity. Okay, so here's a top view of our stumps. And they're both going to have your typical, that's a lot bigger than a larger weight face cut, which we'll get into that on a separate day. So here's our hinge thickness right here. Now a step stump, which is what this is going to be, step stump. SDBC, step down back cut. Okay, and this is step stump. Now step stump, you're going to come back about the bar's width, and you're going to make a thing below the hinge, about 2 inches to make you a lock. This is for forward leaning trees. This is not for back leaning trees. But this is what we ended up doing in this situation. Now step down back cut is going to be the same thing. You make your hinge. That's your face cut. Here's your hinge. Okay. Now let's go to the side views. Okay, so face cut. Okay. Hinge material. This is uncut material. Your step drops down about a bar width or a little heavy. And then you come up back to plane for your back cut. What a step stump does is that keeps your hinge, if you got to make a fatty on a hard forward leaner to keep from smashing your saw bar in there, this lock back here allows this tree to stay held shut because it pushes back against the stump when it tries to barber chair. Those of you that knows about barber chairs, you know what I'm talking about. A barber chair, you see all this stuff around. This is a barber chair proof stump. Barber chair proof. That's for a total different situation. Now, in this situation, I end up making a hybrid stump, which it ain't nothing to go on about. But the technology remains the same. The back cut is a step down from your notch height. Here's your notch height. What this is it's another term of safety that don't allow this tree, if this tree is to fall over backwards against a mass that is heavier than it is, this butt, if it can't move the mass behind it, it has to shear, the butt of the tree has to shear off the stump. This makes that not happen. Okay? Now this is a step down back cut. This is what you use for a back leaning tree. Hard back leaner, hard forward leaner. And this tree wasn't a hard back leaner, but with a power line that costs more than my life is worth, I'm going to treat it like a hard back leaner. So I'm going to use what I'm talking about on a step stump. This is your notch. When you drop, here's your hinge coming through here. You just drop down and make your back cut. That's a step down back cut right here. And this is your step down. Now what this does, for the tree to be sitting here with the machine behind it, holding this tree to fall over backwards and get the power line, this butt has to shear off of this stump. The butt has to shear off of the stump. With this step down, it uses the front of the stump right here this area in the wood right here that's down the ground. It would have to root wad itself from the ground and peel open that stump, which is impossible, almost. Nothing in this industry is impossible, but improbable. It would have to peel that front off that stump to acquire the ability to fall over backwards and kill the power line. So do we feel good about this now? I hope this helps anybody understand. And we'll do back to the vision now.
I'm gonna tell you what, if you want things to go right for you in this business, when you're doing what I'm doing, you want backup plans that backs up your backup plans. And always try to do things, when you can keep it controlled, do things where you got an overkill. Remember, always drive finishing nails with a sledgehammer. All right, I'm on the last tree of the job, which is a doozy doozer. It's wanting to head towards that power line, which is right there. I'm just a little bit teary-eyed. I'm gonna miss this job. No, I'm not. This job has sucked for me. I'm gonna throw a ginormous pity party. Oh, look at that mess there. This is how long we've been here. Look at all the leaves wilted on that maple tree. You remember the white oak tree we cut the other day, a while back? You ever get that feeling in your stomach? Beautiful. We'll take it. We'll take it. Bust that maple down. We don't care. Screw maple. Oh, wow. But look what I just found. Do you see that right there? Right there? That is a big old power line. Heck, it's been a while back. The white oak tree we cut when we first got to this job. The first day of the job was right here, coming down that side of that ditch. That white oak tree I threw across here before I even know that power line was right there. Just a miracle I didn't, just dumb luck, it didn't start a chain reaction that ended up there. The wind's blowing, feeling great. Let's whack this baby down while I still got some camera left. Oh man. Trying to bind up from time to time. Probably need to crimp my bar and stuff. when you're flipping your bar, make sure to check your oil hole. Lost my chain of thought. Markets are in the toilet. Things aren't going real good. It ain't going bad. I can't complain. I mean, we're not in a profit. I mean, we're not making profit. Well, we might be making a squeaky profit. I doubt it. I bet we're losing our butt right now. But we're not alone. There's a lot of, you hear everybody talk about, well, the price of lumber skyrocket. This is, mind you, this is the 1st of September. I'm talking to y'all about this. Everybody's making out like, well, y'all will be making a killing the way price of lumber. No, it ain't got down to us yet. This is the 1st of September and it hasn't reached here yet. And I'm not lying to you guys. We've had a little bump on poplar and that's about it. So, no, that stuff you're seeing at the Home Depot, that we ain't seen none of that. That stuff everybody going on about their huge lumber spiking price. No, we're not seeing any of that here on the raw product. We're the ones that makes the boards. And we ain't seeing it yet. Now, I'm not crying and singing. Well, it sounds like I'm crying. But what I'm saying is that stuff's all stuff jumbled around closer to the consumer than it is here. We're raw products. But here's the thing. We'll saw out a board, say, one time I went to Home Depot, I seen a 7-foot red oak face board. It was a daggone Select.
Now, I had other stuff on my mind. I got confused. I'm not talking about a Select. I'm talking about a high yield board. The more of the story is it's only 7 foot long. So what that board was going to be would be a 1 common. But the Home Depot was selling it like it was a face board. And on top of them selling it like it was a face board, it was a cheating play on words is what it was. And it was ridiculously high. But let me get back into it. But try not to pay attention to that because I'm kind of buffaloed there, got stuff going on.
The Select. It was a short face board. It was a board it's a play on words basically. But that board they was asking, I think it was $9 a foot for. And I went to that guy, I got so ticked off. A board foot. I asked that guy, I said, do you realize we make the freaking board? We had to go out, get it on the stump, bring it in, mill it, haul it in, make the board. Yeah, we didn't dry it. That is another pretty big piece of the puzzle. But we made the freaking board. We went out and took our chance on getting killed and make the damn board. And we'll sell that board right there because we'll have to sell it on a 1 common market because it's a cheap board is what it is. So at that time, 1 common was 66 cents a foot. I said, we're getting paid 66 cents a foot for this board. After we make it. Delivered it. Well, no, I think trucking might have went in, so it might be a little bit more than 66 cents a foot. But we're gonna pay 66 cents a foot for a board you're selling for $8, and we made the freaking board. Tell me how that makes any sense. It don't make a lick of damn sense. But that's how life is. But no, we ain't seen these raises and stuff yet. It's not happening here. Of course, I'm sure y'all didn't ask for that. And I'm not trying to sing a sob story. I'm happy. We're making a good living. We're doing fine. But I will say, the closer to consumer you get, the better off you are in this industry. Ready? We're gonna leave a big old fat hinge on it because this is a hard leaning, back lean tree. Come on. Oh, Brutus, or pudding. Now, the idea behind a step down back cut, I know I've covered this many times. Those of you watching my channel much longer, or for a long time. The idea behind a step down back cut, you take a tree that's heavy, that tree wants to go on that power line. It's leaning back, it's pushing back hard. The forces are to sweep the stump out from under itself and fall over backwards. You put something heavy behind it, like Broody Boot there, and I put some positive pressure on it. Positive pressure moves the roots up a little bit in the back, and that ensures you that you're going to be able to lift this tree. That's the #1 goal, is to make sure you can lift this tree. When you cut, you see how that gap opened up? What that tells you right there is that tells you Brutus, by the way I parked it and put pressure on him, he's already lifted that tree enough. So that tree's already sitting better than it was. So the forces on the step down back cut is we cut lower than the face cut. So there's no way, even if I cut the hinge all the way off, or even if the hinge tries to break off, it can't fall over backwards because it's stuck. This part of the stump is locked it in, and it can't fall over backwards as long as Brutus is sitting there. Now if the boom broke off of Brutus, then yeah, over backwards it could go. One safety, you set up one safety system to override the other safety system, to override the other safety system. When we get it down, it's going to pull some fibers. It's a sycamore, we don't care. It's cheaper than a power line. So let's fire up Brutus, lay her down. He's heavy. Now, yeah, I tore some limbs out of maple tree. Boy, I've been hard on that maple tree. Okay, so here you go. Now I left a big old fat hinge. Now I actually thought I cut some out of the center, but when you step down your back cut, the fibers come up at an angle through these stumps. So you always end up leaving a fatter hinge than what you thought you left. So that's one thing you always got to watch yourself on. I thought I actually cut through the center on that. I thought I had a lot smaller hinge than what I had. But that's it. Last tree of the job down. Get this done, service up Broody Boot, and get ready to go to the next one.
Okay, now here's a side view of the two stumps. There you go. There you go. All right, now step down back cut. Let's see. Well, I kind of screwed up. Wow. Let me try this again. Whatever.